What would Princess Urduja look like as a video game character? Stay tuned as I build this using DC Universe Online as the character creation platform. Princess Urduja is a legendary warrior princess whose history is widely disputed. She might be a historical figure from pre-colonial Philippines, or she might be an amalgam of several Southeast Asian figures. My first introduction to her was from a comic book series called Maharlequin Chronicles by Arthur Soriano and Faye Villanueva. The images you see here cannot really be created in DCUO. We do have the shapes, but it's the materials slash weave pattern that we can't recreate. Also recently is this version that you see here of Princess Urduja, portrayed by Sanya Lopez in the currently running series Secrets of Urduja on GMA Network. Now, this version has quite a different take on her. She doesn't have the traditional weave patterns. They're going with the purple and gold royal look. So this we actually can create both with styles and materials that are available to us in DC Universe Online. So this is the one I'm going to be basing it on. In the current episode, Sins of Black Adam, we have Asus as one of the featured characters, and you see her to the left here. This style actually is pretty close to the Princess Urduja we were just looking at. It's almost exactly the same thing, except that the purple is white. And we do have player styles that are somewhat close to this, though not exactly. So let's take a look at the plan of action. So mapping it out here, starting from the top, we're probably going to use one of Wonder Woman's tiaras combined with the Patreon's plumage accessory. That way we sort of get those wing-like features to the top. The bracers can be any of the bracer styles, possibly the one from Asus that we were just looking at, or any of the Wonder Woman inspired ones can also work. So I'm thinking either Asus or the bombshell ones, because the bombshell ones sort of have a texture to them. Let's see, for the top, it's probably Sun Goddess, because we need that gold neck area and then cloth bottom. The belt will be one of the weapon belts, so that way we can get her accessorized. The bottom part will be the Gorgon Slayer skirt, because that has like one leg exposed, and it should match up pretty well. And for the feet, we don't have like ankle bracers or anklets, so I'll probably just go with the sandals from ancient Amazon Noble. Okay, so let's apply this plan and see how it turns out. Okay, well, this came out exactly as I thought. So let's go over all the parts and some of the other options that could have been used maybe. So here is a 360 look first. This is actually pretty accurate. Except for there's too much white from the purple royal, but there's no other chroma that would kind of come even close. And I was actually surprised that one of the options had the white like minimal, and because sometimes like we only have, you know, out of each chroma we only have 3 of the possible 27 combinations. So sometimes it doesn't work for the combination as far as the combination of slots and color assignments. But it did work out in this case. Okay, so let's check out the styles. With the head, you could have built it with any of the tiaras, but I went with Ancient Amazon Noble because it was a bit thicker, and it looked like it connected into the wings of the accessory. And the face is empty, shoulders are empty. The back, the movie, the TV series rendition doesn't have anything on the back, but I wanted to give her something dual wield because Urduja is known for being a dual wielder. I'm pretty sure she uses dual wield swords in the TV show, but there are also scenes where she's only using like a single long sword. So that's kind of what I gave her here, but I just wanted to acknowledge the dual wield on the back piece. For the chest, as planned, it was Sun God, the new Sun God. Now, before this episode, I probably would have gone with Blood Bat because it has the proper shape, but it does cover too much. Let's take a look at what Blood Bat looks like. Yeah, see, it's got the right shape, except there's a bit too much material here. And also, it's kind of the reverse of Sun God. Because with Sun God, you have the metal texture up by the neck, and then it's cloth on the bottom. Bloodbat is the opposite. But yeah, if I had done this before the current episode, I would not have the Sun God style, and I would have to do something with this. So let's get that back. Yeah, for the hands, I initially thought it was going to be the new Kandaki deity style from Asus. These still look okay. These kind of look good if you want to exaggerate the size because they flare up towards the top. I ended up liking the Bombshell Wonder Woman style better because there's carvings if you go in close. So let me zoom in on that. And the ones Urduja has is very ornate, so this is kind of a better match. The waist really didn't need anything because Gorgon Slayer has enough like straps and other things to kind of cover for the waist. But I added Enhanced Amazonian Conqueror, just to add another weapon that puts a dagger on the left side. The legs, as I mentioned, is Gorgon Slayer. Because that has the half skirt with a whole bunch of straps. For feet, there are no ankle bracers. So, in my opinion, the closest thing is the Ancient Amazon Noble sandals. Because otherwise, everything else is just a boot. So it would cover too much. And the primary weapon is the Claymore style, because in the TV show she carries kind of a heavy sword. In other renditions she's using something that's katana-like or something lighter, a dual wield style. But this one looks like the one from the TV show. And as far as materials, the main one, of course, is Purple Royal. And we're going mainly with We're using mainly the purple and gold part of it and trying to hide the white. For the magic items like the tiara, bracers, and sword, I'm using forged metal. So there you have it. That is my Sanya Lopez version of Princess Urduja from the current TV show that's running on GMA Network. So stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.